6th, 2011. I think I'm going to continue doing these for a while. I rather enjoy talking. This is the first time I have done one of these whisper videos during the day. I usually wait until after my son has gone to sleep and everything's quiet. My wife works nights, her second shift, so she doesn't get home until about midnight, so I'm pretty much guaranteed to have quiet between 10 and midnight. But it is only 1:30 in the afternoon, and I decided to go ahead and do another. Today I'm whispers